Hi, welcome to Highly Social. My name is Mike Eaton, and hopefully you know that by now. Today we are brought to you, as always, by Golden Cricket. Golden Cricket protein bars. The world is ending. I'm pretty sure that China's going to nuke us. And if that happens, don't. I keep saying that at the beginning of the episodes, and I get demonetized. So, yay, China. But Golden Cricket, the horchata protein powder. You should try it. Make yourself your own shake. They're very good. We're also brought to you by Joker Designs. JOKR Designs on Instagram. 3-piece bong. You know it. You love it. And today I have a very special guest. It's Colton Dowling.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, do not get me started on China.
Yeah? Do you have lots of Chinese opinions?
No, well, my dad's
Chinese? Whoa.
Yeah, and my mom. Actually, if I could get cast as the Last Samurai, that would be fantastic. Another Last Samurai. It's just a series of Last Samurai.
The second to Last Samurai.
Yeah, no, that was Last Samurai. Regionally, I was.
This time, I swear it's really the Last Samurai.
But every time, it's just an alcoholic. Sake. I do want that.
Yeah.
My dad was in the military, so he has all these like top secret things that he knows that he won't tell me, and I don't know if they're like helpful, but he'll go, China's going after, and I'll go, he's probably right.
He's definitely right.
I don't know if you have to know any secrets to know that that's true.
Yeah, China's bad. They're making pig people and stuff.
What's pig people?
They're like mixing people with pigs so they can have organs to harvest.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
I feel like that's great work.
I feel like it's probably just weird to be one of those pig people. Because you just get like thrust into consciousness, and your body is just there for organ harvesting.
You think that they? Do you think they can feel? No,
Yeah.
the Chinese, not the pig people.
No, I don't. I do not think the Chinese can feel it. As an ethnicity, I believe they are all sociopaths.
Oh well, it's hard to. It is really when you think about communism, you go, they don't even care about freedom.
That's what it is.
Yeah. How am I supposed to relate to these people? Well, that's all I think about.
I found this out. I didn't realize that John Cena sold his whole image to China. Someone told me this after
The
watching
government?
the latest Fast and the Furious movie, that now John Cena is just property of the CCP.
How would it is? I guess that is the modern day. How would you sell yourself to the devil? We're like, the devil doesn't exist. We're like, all right, well, how much would you sell for China?
Yeah. The devil didn't have as much money as Xi Jinping.
Absolutely, I bet he could. The thing is, I bet Xi Jinping could really treat me to a nice life. I don't think he'd know what I want. I don't think
No.
he's like, yeah, and I got all this good food. I'm like, not for me, Xi.
You need tampons? What a gay's like.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we got you Hercules
Charcuterie?
from the 90s, Conan the Barbarian stick figures.
We got you Kevin Sorbo topless. Do you
want that? Yeah, I guess I do.
Okay.
I think the reason I want that is just because I know how much Kevin Sorbo would hate that.
Oh, he would hate it so much. Just to be a Chinese sex doll.
He's like, yeah, you shouldn't have sold your souls, Kevin
You
Sorbo.
fucking idiot. Oh, man. I think if I could have anybody become property of China, Kevin Sorbo would be up there. I really love Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Have to go to China.
I think Matt Gaines, I want him to, he would be so confused.
Who's Matt Gaines?
Matt Gaines is I don't even know. He's
I know Chip Gaines.
He's great guy. Now, if he got his hands on China.
Oh, I gotta find Matt Gaines.
Matt Gaines is the guy who,
former Texas senator. Was a former slave? We're probably looking at different Matt Gaines. This Matt Gaines died in 1900. Wow.
No.
Oops.
No, say Matt Gaines. I wanted them to have a ghost.
Is it Ganes?
I might even be saying, I thought it was the senator who held up the McCarthy vote is who I was thinking.
Well, As you know, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
And
I only half know the things I know.
yeah, exactly. I vaguely know some things.
Right. That's why I'm so comfortable being wrong about everything. My biggest thing, because my dad insists that I speak on behalf of every queer right, which is so encompassing these days.
Yeah.
And the big one, he'll go, well, yeah, sure, Republicans are doing all this abortion stuff, but do you think women should play in the trans people and the women's sports? And I go, why the fuck do we want the government to be involved in that? like, why on earth? Why on earth why do you want me to talk about it? A person who hates sports and specifically women too.
I like trans women playing against women in sports because I just like to watch women lose.
Well, at least lose their mind.
Yeah, it's really funny to just see some chick just fucking on a bike and just blast everyone.
Is that true? Has that happened?
No.
Right.
It doesn't.
Specifically, the swimmer that they keep on pointing to came in third or something.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not even winning.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I do think if I had been if I was playing football and it was just the same thing, and I was working really hard, and I got my position on the field, and I'm like starting center. I'm so happy.
You're center. I like that in your hypothetical. You're well. I know where I'd be playing.
Yeah, well, that's what I played.
Oh.
But yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm quarterback. No.
Yeah. And some gal comes along,
but so,
and some golden
then
retriever
a trans
comes
man
in.
comes along, and he's all just fucking yoked up from his hormones.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes in and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take your starting spot." And he doesn't take the spot, but he takes the spot of my friend next to me. Or maybe he takes my spot because I already got upset about him taking my spot in the hypothetical. I was like, nah, he takes my friend's spot. He wouldn't take my spot. I'm awesome. See, I'm already mad.
Well, I love that you were like, okay, but I really like my friend in this hypothetical. I won't
He's
name
my
him.
best friend.
And I love talking secrets. That's what we told our secrets is the front line.
Yeah, and now I have a new friend.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to take different showers. How are we gonna bond?
You get to take the same showers.
Whoa, no. You sure? You don't think that'd be weird?
Yeah.
We're all gonna stare. We already stared at each other's wangs. You don't think we're gonna stare at your mix 'em up?
Yeah, you gotta stare because that's how you get them involved. You're part of one of us.
Welcome. Whoa, what is that?
Whoa.
Brother, your penis is inside of you.
Are those tits or tits?
Yo, what?
There's a lot of, do you ever feel your own boobs? Have I asked you this before? Like, do you go like, these are real, genuine boobs? Do you ever?
I don't ever just pause and grope myself and say, these are genuine grade A breasticles.
No, you don't do that. Not
No.
even when you're like. So when you're sexually, if you're masturbating, what are you doing?
Oh, definitely not grabbing a handful of titty, dog. That is wild. You're thinking fat guys are like, yeah.
Hey, I don't know what you freaks are into.
Dude. The idea of just jerking off and grabbing my own tit is so funny.
I
don't do that.
I dated a guy who gained some weight, and I was telling my dad that, and he goes, "Well, do you titty fuck him?"
Great question.
No.
Okay. Because it's not the same.
No, because he specifically didn't think he was gaining a lot of weight.
Oh, so
And
it
I
made him
hadn't
sad.
and I hadn't told, and he wasn't like, "Oh, I'm getting so much weight." It was me being like, "Whoa, does he know?"
Oh, that's weird. How do you not know?
I think you know. I think it's just this denial thing.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I know for sure I'm falling apart. this
Makes
ship
it-
ain't
yeah,
got
yeah.
a lot of miles left on it. you know?
Yeah.
But it's fine.
To me, it is specifically, just it is just what it is. I mean, you get to hang out lay it at the creek. I go home.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. I, yesterday, had a burger
Uh-huh.
and fries and cheesecake for dinner.
From Cheesecake Factory?
Ostentatious cheesecakes.
You started breathing a little.
I got really excited. My friend introduced me to these cheesecakes, but this guy, I think his name's Tyler, he makes cheesecakes and he sells them to a couple bars. CM Smokehouse has them, but Idle Hands has them. It's just like the creamiest, best cheesecake.
I think that's also the biggest turnoff I have in food.
Creamy?
Is sometimes, yeah, that word is specifically just for fucking cum. And when people say yummy, I'm like, ugh.
Why is there cum in your food?
I think that I use such food words for sex that when people talk about food, I'm just like, it sounds like chalk on a chalkboard. Because I'm like, no, just eat the food. Shut up about it. Stop fucking the food.
Oh, dude, it's upsetting.
Have
if
you
listen
ever
to me have a meal that I'm really enjoying? It definitely sounds just like we're saying the words the same.
We're saying, yeah.
Yummy. Oh, get in my mouth.
But also, if you say yummy during sex, the sex is over. Have you ever just called it? Just,
yummy.
no, and that's it. That's it.
Nope. We're done.
Yeah. You don't get free range. It's just my ass is like the internet. Okay, you can.
It's for everyone.
No. Yes. You should.
A concerning number of children are on it.
If you're definitely gonna want your parents' consent. I'm gonna need your parents' consent, even if it's just a check mark. And yeah, sure, you can say whatever you want, but there are consequences. Okay, you're gonna need to leave. We're gonna kick you off my ass if you're saying the wrong words.
And also when you're using it, goes doo doo
Wait, yeah,
dial-up noises.
that's when the old man. Oh boy, it is. Do you date or sexually go? No, just in general. No, okay.
I don't date. No, I don't.
I've been doing this multi-generational thing, and the way people contact is so crazy.
Wait. You multi-generational dating?
Yeah, wait. Sorry, I just mean older dudes.
Wait, you're just
Different from a different generation. When people say racial
Strom Thurmond. What's
people
going on?
when people say racist shit, and then their sibling go, "Well, they're from a different generation." But sex with them.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, and so one time I'll say it again. I blew this dude. I blew coke off this dude's dick.
Yeah.
And then I thought that was fun, and he wrote me an email. I was like, "Are we dating now?"
Whoa, that is a very old-fashioned guy.
It's very much like, well, I mean, I understand why you didn't ask me in the moment.
Yeah.
We were doing drugs.
Yeah.
But to write an email?
But also just if this is your hog and you're like, what are we? Whoa.
Yeah. So that is actually how you have to do it from the side, which incredibly disappointing. I always wanted it to be like a choo-choo train, like,
I haven't been gifted lengthwise penally, and so I've tried to do the cocaine penis thing with girls before, and I'll put cocaine on my penis, and they're like, "Oh, a bump."
A little key bump.
Ah, fun. I'll have another.
It's a little key bump.
Well, and there's also the issue of clearance because I have a protrusion above my penis.
Right.
And so it's kind of like they have to be like.
It's like fear. It's like some sort of fear factor type thing.
Yeah, it more like Saw. Like, if you want to make it out, you must hold the butt.
Or I was trying to think of that '90s kids show. Templars.
Yeah,
something.
Temple of Doom.
Yes, Temple of Doom.
Yes.
Oh, we got slimed. Oh, bummer, dude.
Oh, that's so funny. No, I mean, coke and penis. When I was younger, it was a great combo.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, coke plus penis equals no.
No. Yeah. You don't. It equals you don't get hard.
Well, I think it's also
Which is so impressive that this
vascularly.
elder gentleman was hard.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Yeah, so that's,
Well, was he cheating?
We were taking lots of substances.
Yeah. So it's not that impressive that sildenafil works,
Have you ever seen them do the injections?
What? I've heard of saline injections in the balls to make bigger loads, but I've never heard of hardening. Why? Your eyes lit up.
Whoa. Okay, so sometimes Pornhub will be like, do. This is for bigger loads.
Yeah.
And it'll like have, I think, pills.
Yeah.
And I've never wanted to be like, oh, a bigger load.
So I thought so too. I filmed a special in I know. In LA with this dude Dante. It was called Killer Comics Unleashed, and it's at the Comedy Chateau. And that all sounded really cool. And then I got there and I was like, oh no. But there were some good people. It was AJ Wilkerson, Dustin Chafin, a couple good people. And it was sponsored by a boner pill company. So out back in like our green room area beforehand where we were all drinking and partying, there were just tons of boxes of these pills. And there were the boner pills. But then next to the boner pills were something called like Volume Up.
Yeah.
And they were pills to just increase how much your load goes. So I was just reading the stats on the back.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. They like guarantee like 200% loads. So like I didn't take them because I was scared of that kind of power. But like you wouldn't want more loads?
More loads?
More to your load? I figured it like
no. In fact, I don't want that even like as I don't want that on me.
Okay, yeah. See, this is what I'm asking because like if I make a girl squirt, then it's like, yo, great job, Mike. Way to go. That's a huge load from her in my terms. So for you, I'd be like, whoa, dude, I just made this guy explode.
Right. But if I also was feeding him pills,
you don't have to know. This is the thing. He took them beforehand, and this is like a compliment to you. Like you don't have to know that he's been taking Volume Up. Check out Volume Up.
Volume up. Turn the volume all the way up. Yeah. It's a radio station. Volume up.
KCUM.
Downtown. Yeah, no, I guess no. I think that even if I've had somebody go, oh, I'm still coming.
You fucked Forrest Gump?
Yeah, no. It was the Scooby-Doo character. Ghost. It was that, but he was like, I'm still coming.
Oh, that rules.
And that was like, I guess I have been working out. No, I don't think I'd ever want more cleanup. In fact, while it's happening, I'm like, just get a hold of yourself.
Jesus.
And I definitely don't want that in my mouth. Like, I don't want, and then, yeah.
That's interesting.
And I'll just say, when you're filled up, it feels like you gotta poop.
Regardless.
It feels like you gotta poop. And so that feeling while you're having sex.
To hear.
Right. While if you're filled up, then you're gonna and that feeling.
I really don't like this.
You don't like it. I'm telling you, if you're full, it really brings down as much as it's in that same poop hole. We do not like thinking about poop.
I would imagine it probably ruins everything.
It ruins everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember the first time hearing.
Sorry, I just had a flashback. Yeah.
Just remembered about a time it was awful.
Yeah. When I was real quick.
Yeah. No, get in there.
Taking this guy. I was gonna say a kid. He was a kid. He didn't know any better. No. He was like 21, but I was 25, so I thought I was way older than this kid. Yeah. I was taking him. to pull out. He shits on the ground, and then I throw up on the shit.
As God intended.
Yeah, and then it's just the cleanup is just so much.
Oh man! So
And then you go, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
do you? Oh man! So it's like, do you
There
put a
aren't
tarp
any
down?
questions.
What do you?
No, you just hope that never. That's a once in a 300 time event. That does not happen.
Yeah, so once a year. You're fucking 300 times a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you get a little experience. The thing is, that guy, he probably used too much water up the pooper.
There's an enema to clean out beforehand?
Yeah, but if
And
you
didn't
go,
get all the water
so
out?
there's like the way your sphincter is like you. Basically, there's this tube that goes up like this. Then it takes a hard left.
Okay.
And if water goes up into
Oh,
this,
then you fuck
then
the
you
water
have then you have to basically clear this whole fucking section that was inactive. So he basically activated his lower intestine, which he wasn't supposed to do.
That makes sense. You could also just brag and say you activated his lower intestine.
Oh. Yeah, as I'm throwing up on his shit on the ground. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Yeah. When you
I've had
called this show Highly Social, I just thought it was about autism.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean,
I didn't realize it was a weed show.
it's well, autism's a funny thing because as it's gotten more popular and we've understood more about it, there's the different categories and stuff on it. So there are certain parts of my brain that are super tizzy. Like I have the structuring and categorization stuff in my brain, the way that I process and store information, all fuckered up. But a lot of that is because of the crossover between autism and ADHD.
Yeah.
And you can have both. So I have like basically no executive functioning center.
Right.
So in terms of like planning things,
Yeah.
useless. I have like some stuff that I have forced myself to be able to do, but it just doesn't click.
Right.
And so like there's some things where people will be like, well, you don't seem autistic. And it's like, well, you're not in here.
Yeah.
And I'm also being good in public right
But you're
now.
not drooling on your face.
Yeah. But you're not mute with a service dog.
Oh yeah, prove it. It is a weird thing where there are so many people going around like over-diagnosing themselves that people will go, prove it. I'm like, well, you should see my marriage.
Yeah. I weep. Do you understand?
I realized that I did that today actually with the planning thing. Is that we planned for noon at Wednesday, and then somebody asked me something else like, oh, it was the mold inspector.
Oh, good.
Ooh, whatever. And he was like, when's a good time to come? And my brain thought, what's a good time? Oh, hey, how about noon on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Because it just remembered that was a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a great time. So then this is literally the only two things I have to do today. I scheduled them at the exact same time.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I moved him.
Well, thank you for moving your mold inspector. Also,
Chip's gonna be pissed.
I have done that so much where I just like I have one thing to do today, and then it'll be like, okay, I got that thing, and then someone else will be like, hey, what are you doing Wednesday? I'm like, noon Wednesday. We're doing whatever you just brought up.
Yeah.
And then you get to that day and you're like, oh, but also.
That's exactly
That's how
no.
I treat it.
I my entire day. Yesterday was one of the best days. If I was like, hey, this is how if your entire career goes well, yesterday is how it would look. And at the end of the day, I was like, so fucking you had to go to so many places today. I did 2 podcasts and then 2 shows.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a great day.
That's a great for a career. You go if you do that every day, you're doing great.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I didn't feel like accomplished. I felt like people just stole from you all day. Like you didn't do well. you had to do other people's stuff.
Yeah, you did.
You were entertaining.
Yeah.
You were a clown the whole day.
Yeah, and your job
Yeah.
is clown.
Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
great. And they're literally every show was great.
Yeah.
Every podcast I had such a great time on.
That rules.
And I just, the feeling just felt like
So you're going to leave here
Like
and be
Ariel.
like, ugh, Mike just took from me.
no, I haven't been to Dripping Springs in a long fucking time. And I used to live out here in a garage for like 3 months.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would be a good place to shit and puke on the ground because you could just wash it out of the garage.
It was my sister's garage.
Oh, less good.
And
Less good
so
then.
it wasn't cool.
No.
And I also just got knee surgery, and I had just broken up with my ex,
Oh.
and
So this was like your Super Saiyan garage.
it was a super sad garage.
Yeah.
It was a super sad.
That's like a garage you park a car in.
So I haven't been in Dripping Springs in a while. So I was thinking about driving around and just seeing what it would be like if I wasn't sad the whole time. Because you know when you go somewhere sad and then you think the city sucks?
Yeah.
And then, well, that's what I'm going to try to do is try
Oh,
to
no, Dripping
re-experience.
Springs is not good.
Oh, okay.
It's not good. There's nothing here. This is the city that I was arrested in for marijuana.
Really?
Yeah. I was driving from Los Angeles to Austin, and it was peak COVID. It was end of October, beginning of November 2020. And I had the first day I drove, and I stopped in Las Cruces, New Mexico. But I found out about 30 minutes outside of there, when I was looking for a hotel, that Las Cruces at the time had the #1 COVID rate in the country. And I was fat. Spoiler, still am. But at the time, I was very fat. I was like, I'm going to die of COVID. I shouldn't interact with any of these people. So I slept. I think I slept in my car. Or maybe I did something in Las Cruces. But I woke up the next day and was like, whatever. As soon as I get to Austin, I can just pass out. And then I drove through, and I'm 20 minutes away. I'm here.
Yeah.
And get pulled over for my license plate light being out. And then was arrested for a marijuana pen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you have any consequences from that?
So
or-
many consequences.
Like what?
So many, Colton. It's still going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
So a weed pen in the state of Texas is a felony. So I was arrested and charged with felony possession of a controlled substance. They drove me from Dripping Springs to San Marcos because Dripping Springs doesn't have their own cops. They have the Hays County Sheriffs. So I went to the Hays County Jail, where I was put in with all the other people that had the same crime as me who were there for meth. So that was really fun. Then I had to bond out. So that was a good chunk of money. I think close to $1,000, maybe more. And then I had to hire an attorney, which was, I think, $8,000. The court date took so long that for all of 2021 and 2022, everywhere that I applied to live or any, like when I tried to work for Uber Eats or any of that just side hustle shit, felony shows up, immediately rejected. I had applied for these apartments that were right next to our old studio. I was so stoked. It was like a perfect setup. It was when I was still married. It was like 10 out of 10 setup. And we'd already paid the deposit and everything. And then last minute, the background check comes back that I failed because I have felony possession of a controlled substance. Not even convicted, just pending. So that was there. I finally got the felony pushed down to a misdemeanor. And then I have misdemeanor probation to get that off of my record. So once I'm done with my probation this year, then it will finally be done.
That's wild.
But all in all, it probably cost me about $17,000.
Whoa.
And
That's a DUI.
yeah, for a weed pen that I bought with a debit card in California.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sometimes do forget about, Texas being such a fucking backward state.
Well, we get so spoiled in Austin proper
Yeah.
because for the most part, but also I spend all my time in Austin. When I'm downtown, I'm either on the east side at one of the like handful of bars over there, Latchkey or Lucky Duck, or I'm downtown right by Creek, and then Dirty. So I'm used to seeing some cops out and like some of the stuff. I went to Rainy Street yesterday to pick up a burger. It is a nightmare over there.
Well,
It looks like fucking Iraq.
Because of the serial killer.
I guess. I don't care. I hope he kills all of them. I'm on that guy's side.
Wait,
I hate everyone on Rainy Street.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they all die tomorrow.
That's actually so I'm in a Facebook group.
Uh-huh.
And actually Gary posts a lot in that Facebook group.
That sounds right.
But there's like 100,000 people in the Facebook group. And someone was like, yeah, they're going after this like fucking white dude in his mid-20s to 30s. And somebody else just commented like, have you been to Rainy? That's fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, it could just be, I don't actually know if I don't think
there's not a chance there's a serial killer. It's literally just amateur drunks.
Yeah, that's what I think it is
They're bad at
too.
being drunk.
Yeah.
You see them all over. They fall over on the scooters. They fall over in the streets.
Yeah.
And if they don't, but yesterday, like literally, there are cops there with full like Iraq body armor and fucking big scary school guns, like the ones you do school shootings with. Like they.
This will never work.
Yeah.
Hey, can you know when a kid tries on shoes, can you walk 10 paces?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's always blown my mind that there aren't more deaths in a school shooting because I've played hide and seek with children and they are terrible at it. They're like,
I think that you're just,
I'm hiding. Pa! Dead.
you played hide and seek with children?
Yeah.
Where?
I mean, I was a child at one point in my life. I don't know
Yeah.
My origin stories are weird.
Yeah,
I was born a baby.
Oh my God. So it's
I have
so
a little
hard.
sister as well.
Okay.
One of my absolute favorite memories, my little sister went to like an IB, International Baccalaureate School, called Westlake Academy. It was all just super rich kids because they all lived in Westlake. And she was getting bullied super bad. And so for show and tell, she brought me in as her show and tell because I played football at the high school in town.
Yeah, you played center. We all know that.
So I wore like my jersey, and also South Lake where I grew up, like the football team is a huge deal. Like we had parades through the street, we won state championships. Like we played in Cowboy Stadium, so like we were the heroes of the town.
Westlake is in Dallas?
Yeah, South Lake, Westlake are next to each other up in Fort Worth suburbs.
Okay.
But so she brought me in, and this is very impressive to all of the children to have a South Lake football player there, and they're asking questions. It's very cool. I'm 16, they're 8. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm fine, hello, and then I go to recess with them. We're playing kickball, and the kid that was like making my sister's life hell was pitching the kickball, and I went up and I drilled him in the fucking face so hard with just as hard as I could kick it. Yeah. I was kicking it at him, but just God is good, and it just whoop, just right in his fucking face. And I run over to pretend to be sympathetic.
Yeah.
I was like, "Stop messing with Emma."
You said that?
Swear to God, dude, it was so sick.
Stop messing with Emma. Okay, yeah, sure. 8 years old. I'm sure he was like, well, I love Emma. And now I have to stop talking to her.
Well, she didn't get bullied anymore, so that was like good.
Yeah, I did that once. My brother was getting bullied in like 6th grade or 7th grade by 8th graders. And I was 16. And, I was in high school, but I had a Mini Cooper, a red one.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah. And I pulled up to pick him up, and I
Wait, hold on. For all of you viewers, if you need to picture Colton, you were still in the closet at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. Because you showed me a modeling picture of you that might be the single gayest thing I've ever seen.
No. For sure I play it. Yeah, no. And this
So
time,
I am picturing that guy is going to intervene.
honestly, yeah, no, it's not any better
Hey, kids,
than that.
stop.
It's I was playing rugby, but I had like emo haircut.
Yeah. Cool.
Gauges. Yeah, that. I had that going on, and I had a Mini Cooper. And I go, hey, you messing with my brother? He goes, no. I go, I don't give a fuck. If anybody messes with my brother, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. If that little girl right there messes with my brother, I'm gonna kick your ass. He goes, okay, fine, yeah, sure. And I got back in my Mini Cooper, and I drove away.
And now that kid still watches gay porn based on being confronted.
Yeah, I wonder how he tells that story. And this gay dude, and I didn't want to hate crime him.
I was like, whatever, man. Ugh.
You're wearing a stupid shirt. He said I was wearing a stupid shirt.
Also, you're pretty fat.
What are you doing with your bangs, kid? I don't care. You're in 7th grade. You need to get your shit together. You look like a mess.
That rules. Oh, where did you go to school?
Colorado Springs.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, a little north of that Monument.
Monument.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was full of Christians, which,
Is that mountainy?
yeah.
Mountain Christians?
Mountain Christians. It's actually focused on the families there, and they have like huge following. It's like a mega church.
Oh, okay.
I think they have like 20,000 people in there.
Jump and jihad.
It's a giant fucking church. And every year for Easter, I love this story, they do a big production called The Thorn. And I'm telling you, this production is wild. They got like Cirque du Soleil acrobats in there. They have pyrotechnics. They have everything. But they don't have as many brown people. So they make all the kids go get a spray tan for their Easter Sundays.
Oh, no.
And these kids have no lines. They are pure ambiance brown people.
That's so cool.
And their pastor was Ted Haggard, and he like straight up had like gay conversion camps. And so of course he got caught doing meth in Denver
And
with a
boys.
gay prostitute. Yeah.
Yeah, of
With a gay
course.
prostitute.
Hell
and,
yeah.
And that was in high school, and I remember fucking making kids cry. I go, your pastor's a faggot, and your God isn't real.
Dude, that's awesome.
So they made a rule at my school that you couldn't talk about Ted Haggard anymore.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was so fun. Oh, those 2 weeks.
Damn.
Those 2 weeks were so fun.
Oh, I bet. We didn't have any really good church scandals. We had a church, that Whitechapel United Methodist, that a lot of the kids went to, and they had like a Wednesday and a Sunday. They had one that was called like Crave, and one that was called Intersection. But it was literally just like a dude in his 30s with a guitar.
Yeah.
Just being the most stereotypical. Like, you know what else is cool? The Lord. You ready, kids?
Yeah.
It was wild. But we all went there because we just wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
And then like all the cool, we would just leave and just go like finger chicks in the prayer garden.
Did you guys have
and, like,
Young
smoke
Life?
weed. What?
Did you have Young Life?
Yes.
Yeah, we had that too.
Oh, I never got into it because it felt too culty.
No, that's it. That's exactly what it was. But we would just finger bang.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a
just
finger bang club.
Finger banging, dude. It was so
Yeah.
fun. Finger banging in high school ruled.
It really was. It was my entire life.
Yeah. Gotta get these digis in a lady.
Yeah. I remember in 8th grade, some kid came up to my best friend and was like, "So, you know how we just had like everyone over at the house?" And he's like, "Yeah, pretty cool party." And he's like, "Yeah, my mom said Colton's gonna grow up to be gay." And he goes, and he's telling me the story. He goes, and Molly said that you're gonna grow up to be gay, but I told her, how many girls you finger, dude? I was like, do you know how many girls he fingers? No fucking way. And I was like, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. Can't be gay. I've been fingering ladies.
That's exactly what I thought.
This is how dumb my brain is. I literally almost asked, wait, can you finger boys?
You can.
It seems like such a worse thing to do. I'm picturing the same way finger lady where you reach down the front, but then you gotta reach back.
Dude, okay.
Yeah, dude.
I'm telling you. Hottest dude I've ever been with.
Yeah.
We're making out. It was great. He's taking me out on like a picnic. He clearly
Okay.
he wants me to date this man.
Okay.
And I'm going like, I want to.
Yeah.
And so we go on like a coffee date, picnic, walk around. Then we're making out in his car. He's a nurse,
Okay.
which is not cool. But he knows what butts do.
Yeah.
He goes to finger me after that long day.
Yeah, and coffee?
And I thought, well, I guess he knows what I know what it is. And then he wanted to go inside, and I can't remember why, but I was like, I can't tonight. And then he never called me back after that. And I think he drove home and he was like, nice. I'll never talk to him again. But like, he's a nurse.
Yeah.
I guess he's a hero and not an, doesn't know what butts do.
Yeah. He's a hero.
It was
He's a nurse, which is not cool.
it's not great.
That's wild. Oh, man.
I think good-looking nurses have to be the absolute worst people in the world. Because they really think that they're the app, and they get compliments all day. And then when they get off work, oh, you're a nurse, oh, you're a hero. Mm-hmm. You make so much fucking money.
Well, and they're hot, so their personality is dog shit.
Absolutely.
And they get told that they're in a job where they think they're smart. It's
yeah,
like, you're not
but they're
smart.
not.
You're a nurse.
You're not.
You're a medical slave.
You're a medical slave.
That's essentially your job. Is you're the doctor's bitch, right? The people that do the actual job that had to do hard work, they just see if I can make everybody mad.
Yeah. I also love that. Like, there's not like we're not talking from experience. We're not just like sitting in OR rooms. We're like, see, that's hard work. Do that. That's hard work.
Dude, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack because I'm fat. There's gonna be an EMT like, oh, I guess I'm just a medical slave. I can't save you. Sorry, there's no doctor here to help me, Mike. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Please punch me in the chest. Punch me in the chest.
Do you have any snacks?
I can find snacks that'll help. Find healthy snacks.
No, if I'm dying, I want
Okay.
ice cream.
How much time do you think?
What are you talking about, dog? I'm going out. I don't want. I need asparagus. Like the last one's not gonna save me. Like, oh, a mouthful of lettuce. He's healed.
I love that. You're like, can you scoop it for me?
Just him putting ice cream in my mouth.
On your deathbed, just
Spoon down.
is that pistachio?
You bastard. I would haunt the shit out of a nurse if they gave me pistachio ice cream on my deathbed.
I always, if I die and I'm a ghost, at first, if I'm stuck in one building,
Oh, yikes.
and then that building gets, I'm going, God, I hope this neighborhood gets gentrified.
Yeah, this gets to be a nicer building.
What? I mean, yeah. I don't know, because I watch American Horror Story, and I'm like, there's all these rules that they've made up.
I've never seen it. I don't like scary things.
Oh, neither do I. But like, because I think of a ghost being
Did you just
neat.
watch it for Lady Gaga?
No, actually, I haven't seen that season.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I actually mostly don't watch it either.
Okay.
I've seen like 2 seasons.
That's a lot.
No, there's like 14 seasons.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Why are there so many seasons?
Because
Is it good?
no, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll tell you why I stopped watching it.
Scary.
Because who's Stevie Nicks is a witch in there?
She's still alive?
I guess so. I don't know whenever they filmed it was.
Okay.
And there's a 3-minute scene where she sings the entire song of like Landslide, I think.
Okay.
And everyone's just sitting there watching her.
Oh, I don't like that.
It was like, and it's just landslide, and there's just, and that's why I stopped watching it. It's like the Freddie Mercury movie. Did you ever watch that one?
No, I don't like. What's that band? Queen?
Queen?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know what you mean.
That's,
What do you mean you don't like them?
the music's not good.
When you say that,
When I hear it on my ears, I go,
okay, and then you go, and turning on.
Third Eye Blind. Or perhaps Young Dolph.
What's that?
He's a rap.
Rap.
He's dead.
Okay.
But he passed the torch to Key Glock,
I don't know any of those names.
another rapist.
That's good.
But Queen, you like them?
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Yeah?
Phenomenal. I mean,
Just because of AIDS or?
no, actually, I didn't. My Even when before I came out,
Okay.
and my dad, who was very homophobic. I mean, I think he's less now, but still very. And was like, God, Colton, come watch this guy. He's phenomenal. He's really good. And I just really like how experimental they were.
Okay.
Like, I really think that
I
were.
only know 4 songs, so this might not be a great.
Well, you know
sample
the
size.
one that is like
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Every time that comes
is
on,
crazy.
I want to start swinging. Just
Punch.
everyone around me starts singing it, and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah. Right, but
I want to take a baseball bat to your fucking knees.
But like to be like, what's the song? And they're like, this is it. And they're like, that is absolutely off the charts. Not what you experimental to that till its limits at the day. Anyways, the movie should have been about him fucking dudes doing cocaine off of buttholes.
Yeah.
Instead, they're like, he might have been bisexual. Like
that's annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
He wasn't, right?
I mean, I think that he was begrudgingly with women is how I'd probably phrase it.
Yeah.
But they didn't show any of his fun times. They were just like, and then he got really sad sometimes.
Well, how did he get the AIDS? It's not like he got it from just being indoors.
Yeah, they did.
The boy was having fun.
That's exactly how they made it seem, was that he was just sad is how he got AIDS. And then the ending of the movie, was like 15 minutes of the Wembley Rock concert of him lip syncing or him. It made no fucking sense. And I was like,
It made no.
who wrote this movie? And why didn't you want at least a little bit of any bit of fun in the movie?
It is interesting that there's not. Well, I guess it makes sense, but you would think that there would be more, like, gay movie scenes, right? Like, I can't think of any.
Yeah,
Like, they never address it in like 300. None of those dudes fucked.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Yes,
though.
they did.
There's no chance.
And also, I was trying to think because they also used to famously used to brush each other's hair.
Yeah.
I love that.
That would be a cool scene to have is while they're playing Rage Against the Machine and they're getting ready to go into battle and they're just combing Leonidas' hair.
And he's just like sitting there. He's like, "Do you think we'll win?
I'm
No,
going
we don't
to
have to
kill
win.
Xerxes." Yeah.
We don't have to win, guys. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Not now. Get out of here.
Stop. Okay.
God damn, your load is huge. We don't even have those pills yet.
Have you been taking volume up?
Volume up for when you're about to fight the Persians.
For the Battle of Thermopylae, you want to have big loads. And nothing stops the onslaught of Persian hordes like volume up.
Have you ever needed to feel more confident in the bedroom before you go to war with a bunch of fucking foreign invaders?
That is weird that they went as far to give him crazy nipple rings and chains across his body.
Yeah, they fucked a goat in that movie.
Did they?
There's a goat, like there's a sex scene, and where there's just all sorts of deformed people having sex.
Oh, I remember
And there's a person that walks, and it's not like with a goat head on. They CGI'd a goat head on a person.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. But why on earth they could be like, yeah, but gay sex is a step too far.
Yeah. You can fuck the goat man, but
But please do not suggest that gay sex happened, please.
can't have it.
Yeah.
Well,
But they even did that, like Alexander the Great, when that happened, the
Yeah.
movie with, what is it, Colin Farrell?
oh, I didn't see it. Was it good?
It was good. But
no gay?
A little gay.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I think there actually might have been like a gay sex scene in there.
All right.
But it was a 3-hour movie and no one watched it. But
Yeah.
like a bunch of Greek lawyers actually sued the movie unless they wrote like was fiction because there's no proof that Alexander the Great ever fucked dudes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's like one of the 3 things I know about him. I think Alexander the Great conquered most of the known world before 30. Gay, autistic.
Autistic?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I just always.
a good guess.
I think it's one of those things I half know. It's got to be. It's bumbled up around there, so it's probably on the internet somewhere.
Well, I Googled, is Alexander the Great gay? And then the answer
Yeah.
is yes, but not how you think. How do you think?
You fuck guys.
That's exactly how he did it.
Damn it!
So, well, actually, it's exactly how you think.
Interesting. It is how you think.
Yeah.
Oh man. Did you see J. Edgar?
Yeah.
What was going on there? I'm doing what your dad does. You have to be a spokesperson for all things gay. So
I think that he mostly was non-sexual. I think he was gay, but I don't think he was known
didn't
to
get to
act.
do it.
Yeah, I don't think he was known for acting on it.
I don't understand.
That's actually I heard a counterpoint recently because the whole NASA naming their telescope after one of the directors, and everyone said he was super homophobic because he used to fire people for being gay.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually brought up a pretty good point that is like, if you're gay, you're more likely to be a communist.
Mm-hmm. No, I know what commie means. Commie. If you're gay, you're more likely to get a communications degree.
Yes, and theater. Because in the day, if you were like a Russian spy, could get a picture of you doing some gay shit and then use that as leverage against you. So it wasn't like you were more likely to be a commie, but it's more likely that you were able to be like converted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Interesting.
leveraged.
Well, that also sounds like someone just retconned in. Like, he wasn't homophobic. It's just the gays were communists back then.
Well, they were so afraid of communists.
It is crazy how scared they were of and like that still lingers today.
Yeah.
There's still like
Yeah, they don't like Bernie Sanders because he's a communist fucking bastard.
And my favorite thing is the Republican guys that post like Bernie Sanders, like they're like, "Oh, he's on a private jet today." The communist Bernie Sanders is just leaving his second vacation home.
Yeah.
It's like what? He's an old guy that's been like a career politician
For sure.
and he's not like crazy rich.
No, I've had this conversation before with my dad's neighbor. And he goes, "You like Bernie Sanders? Okay. Well, you know he's a rich guy, right?" And I go, "How rich do you think he is?" He goes, $4 million. I go, "Okay, I'll Google it." It was 12 million at the time. Yeah. And I was like, 12 million is not that rich. And he goes, "You okay, silver spoon in your mouth." And I was like, if you think just the number 12 is anywhere close to $1 billion, then you don't know math. Like that, there's just not even just like a speck. If a billionaire loses $12 million,
$988 million away.
Yeah, if a billionaire loses $12 million, I don't think that guy loses a fucking sleep.
They do all the time lose $12 million because the market fluctuated 0.1%.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it'll be back.
Oh, great. I guess I'll have to lobby the fucking sandwich corporation.
I guess I'll just not pay taxes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get to claim that as a loss.
I lost. So actually, I'm glad I lost the $12 million. It saved me $50 million.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, math. So I guess that math can be fun. You know, people I say math can be fun.
Meth can be fun.
Wait, have you tried meth?
Once.
On accident?
Basically, I was blacked out on Xanax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did it bring you back?
No.
Oh, really?
Not very much. There was a period during the early pandemic where I was just like, I'm going to do drugs. And I was just eating so much Xanax and just blacking out constantly. And I tried meth once. I smoked it, just took one big hit. The reason that I smoked it is everybody talking about how big the clouds were from smoking it. And my friend just happened to have some. And I was like, well, I'll try it. And so I blew a huge cloud. I was like, that's pretty cool. But it didn't do much for me. Like, I didn't feel anything. And that was the same way I felt about crack. Like, I tried it and it was like, meh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky then.
I know, right? Like, I never, like, none of the drugs that are really, really good have ever been all that appealing to me. Like, I didn't enjoy, like, painkillers very much. I've done all of the flavors of those. And it's fine. Like, if they're around, I'll eat a couple, but, like, it's not like I'm seeking them out.
Yeah. I'd go out of my way.
Yeah.
You know, I wish that doing coke could be a job.
Yeah. Good.
What
There
is
was
the job?
the cocaine buttholer, Stevie Nicks, that she hired someone on her tour to put cocaine into her butthole because her nose was all fuckered up. That might be not true. But
Do you say it is true?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, see, we all know.
Wow, so she ruined her nose and an entire series of American Horror Story. That is crazy to
What a
me.
bitch.
God. My mom doesn't like Stevie Nicks, and she also grew up in LA. And she said, I just don't care for the music, but I have a feeling that she did something with Stevie Nicks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exciting.
'Cause, Brad
We had
Garrett.
to get it from somewhere. Right?
Yeah, well, I've been telling everybody it was my dad.
Because he's homophobic.
Yeah, he's
And he
scared.
married a lesbian.
He's literally he's afraid of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because he'll love it so much.
Yeah, and yeah. But actually, I've been telling everybody my uncle's gay too.
Ooh. That's
He's
kinda
probably
fun.
my uncle's more likely to be gay.
Wait, were you molested?
No.
I needed to ask that. I have a Republican friend that thinks that all people that are gay were molested, and that's why they're gay. So I just had to ask to make sure.
Oh, okay, well, we're doing a study. You can count me in the no category.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, unless you count myself, which I did awful things to myself.
I molested the shit out of me.
Yeah. I don't what molested.
Do you know molest? The word itself just means to annoy,
Oh, then yes.
which is very funny because you're like a child molester. It's like he's just annoying
He's
children.
annoying kids. That actually is a funny guy.
Yeah.
Just poking kids. Yeah.
That one, and then in Canada they call a pedophile a goof.
That's
Like
that's
that guy's a real goof.
No, that's really good to know because
Yeah.
I use that word a lot.
But like you have to think about this. Like if you're in Canada and you walk in on a guy fucking a kid, you'd be like, "Quit goofing around." He's
Damn.
goofing that young boy.
Oh man, where did that word?
That fella's a goof. And it's just like the worst thing you could be.
And I said, I just want to let you know something. I was goofed. No, I wasn't goofed.
Goof troop always sticks together. Oh shit, man. Well, this has been very fun.
Yeah,
that
we
was
did it.
Social. Where what do you got? Where can people come see you?
I'm on the road a lot, so if you're in places, I'm probably there this summer.
Oh, good.
Except Europe. Actually, I'm going to Europe in September.
Nice. What are you Europing?
Spain and Portugal, and if they don't speak English, don't come to the show.
Yeah. And why are you listening to this podcast?
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo?
Donde está el baño?
I actually did the widest thing I've ever done. It was a Lefty SM, which is like I think he's Mexican rapper.
Okay.
And I Shazammed him in the gas station. I was like, who's this?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Caliente.
I was like,
Is this Bad Bunny?
oh yeah.
I love Bad Bunny.
But actually, I picked up Duolingo because of Bad Bunny. I was like, this guy is saying something, I'm sure.
I got so horny I learned another language.
Yeah. I was like, this guy needs to work for the CIA or something. I am into it, Edgar. Edgar.
Oh.
But Colton Dowling on all the things. I got a special coming out eventually. So
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
it should be good.
Yeah, this would be great.
This is the first time I've ever had to like negotiate with a label. So this
Whoa.
is a whole thing where I have to like learn stuff. You know when you just thought you were just gonna tell jokes?
Yeah.
And then you have to learn stuff and you just go like, ugh.
I'm funny, damn
I
it.
thought I was gonna have a guy for this.
Where are the Jews?
Yeah.
I need them.
Maybe it's just an Austin thing.
Perhaps.
Because that's the other thing I think about if I had a better family, that they'd have a guy for it.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't we have a family lawyer? And my dad just starts laughing at me.
Yeah.
I go, no, don't laugh at me. This is your failures.
Yeah.
Because my family, we're going to have one.
Yeah, for sure. Family
sure.
lawyer. I'm gonna have the Stanhope has a couple of lawyers, and I really like his model because he has like a above board, hey, we got to fix this legal problem lawyer, and then he has like a lawyer.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, hey, this is happening. Like when he has that story where he helps kill his mom. She commits suicide, and he has a lawyer that he like asks for advice to make sure everything's above board. It's one of the best stories ever. You should listen to it. It's on the Beer Hall Push album.
Good, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Spoiler: she dies.
Well, he wouldn't be a very good lawyer.
Yeah. Oh no, it's okay.
Hi, my name's a strong arm, and your mom's gonna die.
I'm the tough, smart lawyer.
Do you have? It doesn't matter. Have you ever been in a car wreck and your mom wants to die? There it is.
Perfect. Worth it.
Worth it.
Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on. This was a blast.
Thank you for having me.
Colton Dowling on all the things.
Colton Dowling on all the things.
And Some of This Is Bad is your pod?
That's right.
It's a fucking great podcast. It's
Thanks to you. You were on it too.
I've been on it. Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.